Simpson picked up by Bloom, tapped into space for Owen Beck. Julian handcuffs him. Denver Barkey takes it away. Stick check by Jorian Donovan at the red line. We'll see this back onto the tape, though, of London's Barkey. Owen Beck comes over and jams it off the stick of Julian. Right off the near side wall. Beck lifts Gaz's off stick. And this one lofts down with and grab with the left pad. They work it back around in the offensive zone here in the first period of Game 3. Zayne Parekh's going to get a stick up high from McHugh, and the first penalty here in Game 3 is going to send Nolan Lalonde to the bench and McHugh to the box. The local 5-5-7 power play will be for the Saginaw Spirit. And Christopoulos helps it back to Zayne Parekh. Over to Caleb Mangoni. Center point, Parekh looks up, takes a shot. That one ricochets wide. Rebound chances off the body, right in front. Jam play. Simpson 2 saves, and it pops out for Parekh in the circle. Parekh back underneath. Owen Beck. Near wall. Cross ice feed. Mangoni near side. That one's off the body. Mangoni gets it back. And again off Denver Barkey, but picked up by Caleb Mangoni. Goal line, Sapavalov. Behind the net, looking for a way out. Finds Mangoni. Back up top. Parekh near side. Beck faked the one-timer through the seam. Here's Mangoni. Put in front, and Sapavalov just tapped it wide on the back post. 45 seconds gone. Mangoni, the distribution guy, it would seem, as he's going to send this one on through for Beck. Pokes it past Isaiah George. Mangoni to chase it down far corner. Topped up. Christopoulos, and then Parekh helped to keep it in. Christopoulos swinging a miss there, and a blocker saved by Simpson. And now Beck tries to hang this one on and across for Mangoni. Knight's intercept. It'll be Cowan back the other way shorthanded. Parekh dropping back. Cowan's in. Backdoor feed. That one's off the outside of the cage from O'Reilly. Sapavalov picks up the loose puck. Ones they generated. Parekh up for Michael Misa. Second unit gets a shot here. Josh Bloom slowly in. Pulls up at the circle and drops it back for Rodman Dionisio. Throws it over. Far side. Willis takes a shot. Sliding block by Woolley. Willis gets it back though. Dionisio. Walking the Wayne Gretzky Trophy logo, sends it across for Misa. Trying to spin off Jared Woolley, back down low for Josh Bloom. 15 on the power play. Bloom in front, Willis near side, Haight shoots and scores! In the back of the net, here in this third round, Hunter Haight more than happy to miss it. And the Spirit work at close quarters here. Bloom in the circle, back below the goal. Sam Dickinson, assisted on the game winner in Game 1. Number 7 ranked North American prospect as McHugh is offside. Sapavalov back for Beck, quickly across. Zayne Parekh, right circle shot. That one blocked by Isaiah George. Knocked out of the air by Sapavalov's stick, and this one gotten up to McHugh. Tries to get inside on the Saginaw captain. Here's McHugh, headed to the net, throws it back in front. It's off Hashay's skate and stays out of danger for the moment. McHugh, rising shot, saved the line with the right pad. Isaiah George is on it. Beck is on George, and now the loose puck. Short slip for Zayne Parekh. Takes a chop for McHugh and plays this perfectly across for Hashay, then up to Sapavalov with speed. Sapavalov in, delays, shoots, great save. Simpson, rebound is loose. Hashay can't make control of it. McHugh onto the far wall. Kicked out by Owen Beck. McHugh gets it back. Loose puck guided by Dickinson on for Cowan. The Knights will double back. Regains control in front of the penalty boxes halfway through the 4-on-4. Cowan dishes far side. McHugh handcuffed by Parekh. Loose puck just a little bit too far for Owen Beck. And so it's steered back into McHugh. Takes that shot. That's going to cut through the goal crease as well. Up off the far wall. And Owen Beck has McHugh in front of him. He'll just send this back in and grab a line change. The hero 3 times in round 2. Caleb Mangoni tries to chase this one down. Up off the far wall. If you're just with us, Hunter Haight's 5th of the postseason has Saginaw up to the 1-0 lead. As Caleb Mangoni takes an elbow high from Dickinson. Jams the puck back in, throws a shoulder of his own. Bonk hit by Willis. Dickinson jams it through onto the tape of Misa, close support for the Spirit. Dickinson knocks Misa off and throws this up the near side for Haltonen. Laid into space, Landon Sim. And the chase after this one, braces for contact with Zayne Parekh. Up to the far wall, Mangoni. Aired out, picked up by Parekh. He's in, can't make a play, follows it on, far side Willis. Dances into the corner, Willis in front, just barely missed that check. It was William Nickel charging down. Bonk from his own end. Knights will set up the counterattack. Almost 7 minutes gone here in the first period of Game 3. Aiden Castle draws back into the lineup as well. Lincoln Moore, the scratch for Saginaw. Carson Harmer comes out as well after Game 2. Rodman Dionisio. Sapavalov wins it back for his captain. Hashay to Parekh. Settles the rolling puck, takes a look. That's off the skate of Julian and back to neutral ice. Goal of Lalonde's been phenomenal ever since. Gazizov back and behind the Saginaw net. The left point, Woolley's shot, double deflection, rebound comes back down, they score! It's Gazizov again! Got 3 games in just about, or 3 goals in just about 24 hours. And that shot takes all kinds of how many bodies or sticks it glanced off of. Lalonde never got a chance to. Barkey coughs it up though to Saginaw's Christopoulos. Then Mangoni and Parekh to restart out of the Spirit end. Beck dances up. Cross-ice pass is picked up by Mangoni. Christopoulos has to back off of him. He's an option. He's got the puck. Now up high, Parekh for Mangoni. Right circle, goal line, Sapovalov. Jam play. It's right into the glove. Opens up, finds Zayne Parekh with traffic in front. Far side, Mangoni wanted to go back through the seam. Cowan read it perfectly. Beck is running out of room. He's going to dance away from McHugh and then send this one back up to Parekh. Spins it there onto the tape of Bonk, and now here's a chance. McHugh back the other way. He's got Parekh to come back, and a shot and a save, and the rebound is picked up by Mangoni. Zayne Parekh forcing the issue. And now here comes Mangoni. Halfway through the power play, Sapovalov stops up just inside the line. Throws a cross ice, picked up by Willis off the end boards. To the corner, Mangoni. Swept up, Denisio. Goals in back-to-back games. Near side, one-timer, that one off of Bonk from Beck. Beck spins it back. Willis lays. Denisio takes, and a shot, and that deflects wide. Rebound in front, taken away off the stick of Beck. And they win it back to Dickinson. To the air. It'll have to avoid the scoreboard, and it does. PJ Forgione off the end wall for Bishop. Dickinson tries to push it back in. I think Nick Sema helped Sim avoid an offside call there. This one jams off a London skate. Dickinson up, intercepted by Gervais and poked out. Weaving in and chipping it in. Gervais taken to the boards by Henry Brustevich. 3 against 2, the Knights pull it free. Gervais down, Dickinson coughed it up, Sema's shot goes off a leg. And it escapes back in front. And the goaltender Simpson and it's back off Sapovalov for Willis. Parekh finds him in the corner. Tangling there with Woolley. Denver Barkey comes over and spins this puck up to Julian. Gaz is settled down by Zayne Parekh of the Spirit. Up the far wall, Sapovalov delays and spins, finding his captain. Knocked away by Hashe. Parekh there for Willis. Reeled in by Sapovalov. Poke check just outside the line. Going to keep on going. Far wall, Willis. Back for Zayne Parekh. Takes the shot. That's off Denver Barkey. Owen Beck retrieves back in his own end. Centering feed. Oh, the Knights put that right on the tape of Hunter Hayden. Josh Bloom is looking to capitalize. Put into space. Dorian Donovan can't get there before the Knights do, but he does help a turnover. And now it's Owen Beck in the circle. Spinning. High slot. Haight trying to dangle through. Here's Haight to the net. He's hauled down. Saved by Simpson. And this one is moved up a lot. Ethan Hay got tangled up somehow, and now back up ice. It'll be Dickinson. Jammed it wide on Josh Bloom. Denisio tries the reverse hit. Sim back around Gazizov. Up the wall. Dickinson. Return past George. Back at even strength of the Spirit as Hunter Haight makes a play on this puck. Into the corner now. It's McHugh walking out. Top of the zone, George. Long shot. Deflection. They score! It's Sim! Such to the point that Lalonde thought it was coming high and it's on Sapovalov's empty netter, but Isaiah George up ice on the clear. Near side as Gervais tripped up. Denisio tries to drive wide. Sam Dickinson closes him off. And then it's George. Up to the far wall. Barkey's getting around to the near wall. Zayne Parekh. First game back in the lineup since game 6 of the last round. Sapovalov stoved out. Bouncing puck in the circle. Christopoulos and Beck. Up for Parekh. Return pass. Owen Beck. Hesitates away from O'Reilly. Beck spinning away from him. Up top. Parekh walking in near side. Beck fan on the one-timer. As Parekh may have taken something up high. This one is sent back and picked up by the goaltender. Lalonde dropped off for Zayne Parekh. As he's yelling at the official right now. I think Parekh may have caught a shoulder or something as he made that pass. Mangoni near side, Sapovalov. Dickinson laid this one ahead. Glove down by Zayne Parekh. 1:20 in the period. Beck is over the line, driving wide on George. Beck below the goal line. Wants to bring it back at himself. Throws it on through. Here's Parekh high in the zone, near side. Nobody home on that tap. Beck slips this one back in behind the net. George gets it out past. Fell into the penalty box as Gazizov was released. Back at 5-on-5. Haight in. Haight shoots and a save by Simpson. Flyby from Owen Beck. Turning shot by Hache Simpson. With 10 here in the postseason is Owen Beck. Certainly won the Spirit. Counting on for more here in an important game number 3. Riley settles it down, stumbles in the corner. O'Reilly throws that up into space. Cowan knocked away by Parekh. McHugh dances in, drops it off. Here's Dickinson heading to the net, tries to split the defense. Hache jammed it away, but Dickinson's still on it. Goal line McHugh trying to walk out, sends it through. George shot deflection there. I think Hunter Haight got a stick on that. Sent to the net. That one deflected wide. Haight's on it for the Spirit. Up to the near wall, intercepted by Isaiah George. Stick check from Hunter Haight. George is down the near side. Parekh tries to lean in after him, send this one back around. Easton Cowan from the far corner. Goes this one through, it's off the near boards. George, stick check from Hunter Haight, and then it's Hache. Haight to follow on. Riley settles it down for the London Knights and jams it back in deep by Rodman Dionisio. Up to Sapovalov near side, off the skate of Michael Misa. Waving after it, Dickinson puts it back into Misa. Got it up the far wall, Dionisio. Walks the line, walks in, takes a shot. That's wide off the end boards. Smacked down low by Henry Brustevich. Joey Willis tries to pin this one against Bolton. Sapovalov, stick lift in the corner. Comes away with it. Sapovalov back in behind the net, trying to get free. Reverses, goes back the other way. Sapovalov is going to get free. Walks up to the top of the zone, takes a look, takes a shot. Stick saved by Simpson. Rebound to the corner, Sapovalov again, handcuffed by Sam Dickinson. And now it's Willis to come away with it. Lets it go for Dionisio. Spirit running around in behind the net. Dionisio spins this one through. Picked up off him after. Goaltender Simpson plays it for Dickinson, and he chops this one all the way up and out. Gonna go down for an ice into Isaiah George. Knights still do get this puck back out to center. And Braden Hache has Gazazov right on him. Parekh into space, too far for Hay. Denver Barkey picks it up and lays it back in behind the Saginaw goal. Hache, spun by Gazazov. Barkey slips it back through. It's onto the tape of Zayne Parekh. Out muscled by Julian. Moves the puck to Mangoni. Just inside, sends it across. This one pulled. That one going to the glass. Zayne Parekh at the right point. Cross for Dionisio. Tries to dart through. Gets it over for Beck. Return pass. That one hops over for Mangoni. Julian's without a stick. Gets it back. Dionisio. Turned around by Denver Barkey. Barkey on it through. Out to the neutral zone. And Donovan up for Dionisio. He's planted by Gazazov. Picked up by Owen Beck. Tries to shift past Bonk. No dice. London back to center red, and Bonk will casually flip that back in. 5 minutes gone here in the second period. Nobody's found the net in the middle frame to this point. Haight for Beck.
What were you saying?
Gets Saginaw back into this one, and with all the grade A scoring chances they've had, it's not exactly the one that you would expect to beat Michael Simpson high past the glove. That's got to be massive for Beck, and Josh Bloom's not going to be too sour against getting an accidental. Dionisio continues to manufacture offense. Fourth line coming out now for the Spirit. As we get one more look here. The drop pass from Haight. Beck steps into it. Probably didn't think much of it. Chest move. Simpson's on it near side for Dickinson. Sim back up with speed down the right side. Walking in, takes a shot. That's into Donovan's skates. And a collision. And the puck up to the blue line. Brustevich just drilled by Nick Sema after he gets a shot away. Nickel left point, Dickinson, shot high and wide. Knights trying to take the eyes of the goaltender Lalonde away. Brustevich sends this one through. Left point, Dickinson. Down for Henry Brustevich, tap back around William Nickel. On and around for Sim. A Knight is down, it's Halton in the blue paint. Closed off by Donovan, a shot off a body in front. Loose puck, saved by Lalonde, the rebound. Chip back in behind the net. Taken now by Nick Sema, and he's going to take a sturdy check from Halton. Not before clearing the zone, and Nick Sema back to the bench. Missed game 2 with an upper body injury. Throwing the weight around here in game 3. He's in conference final with North Bay. Mangoni up for Parekh off this draw. Mangoni gets it back, takes the shot. It's off a body, and it was Christopoulos in front. Keep an eye on 48 here on this shift for Saginaw. Parekh shot off the Cowan. Hache taps it back in deep. Ethan Hay wins a puck battle against McHugh and tries to slip on through. Hay wants to bring it out. Takes a stick. Tries to give one of his own to Cowan. And he slips this one back out for Christopoulos, rolling puck back in the Spirit end. Hache, hammered by McHugh. O'Reilly, cut off by Hache, given on to Zayne Parekh. 9 minutes gone in the second. Parekh has that knocked out of his control. Sim follows O'Reilly, takes the shot. That's going to knock the stick out of Parekh's hands. He's got to pick it back up, can't make a play. He's going to force Sim wide and do the best that he can. And Shapovalov does win it back. Hache to Zayne Parekh, sent back in. Misa tries to get it through. Parekh is going to hold this one in. Walk it out to the far side. Cut back on McHugh. And they score! Parekh put it to the net. It's off the right skate of Misa. He had no idea. Fourth of the playoffs. Sometimes you just need a little bit of luck. Here in the second period of Game 3.
Get out of the back of the net. There's nothing else he could do on that one.
Period, Sagan on the 3-2 lead. And it seems to be the shots you don't expect to hit the back of the net here in Game 3. Willis dumps this one out. It's off the left glove of Dickinson. He's hit by Michael Misa. So 4-on-4. Parekh's back in his own end. And we will keep an eye on Sim and Hay when they come out of the box. Sim had a lot to say to Zayne Parekh. Beck down the right side. 1 goal already tonight. Stops up in the corner. His pass was deflected by Dickinson. Beck's going to close him off, and Zayne Parekh rescues the puck in his own end. Dickinson's all over Parekh. He's lost his right glove. Makes the play. Moves it to Beck. Braden Hache is over the line and drops it off to Josh Bloom. Near side pass. Off the stick of Owen Beck. Tries to wave that one towards the net. Dickinson's going to knock it away, and Oliver Bonk coming back the other direction. Rodman Dickinson jumps in to steal. Josh Bloom was hollering for that puck at the line. Not going to get it. Bloom is taken down by Barkey. Barkey back in his own end. Near side Dickinson. Halfway through the 4-on-4. Then by Michael Misa. Chips it into himself. This one will be picked back up by Caleb Mangoni. Now for Hayden in the circle. Takes a shot. That's high. And out of play with 6:32. Face-off will come to Simpson's glove hand side. Send it back in deep again. Dickinson is hit by Mangoni. McHugh, little slip pass into space for Sim. Poked by Gervais and waved back in by Zayne Parekh. Thanks, London's Dickinson. Sends this one on through. Parekh takes the clear, and McHugh takes a run at Zayne Parekh. Mangoni the return. Now Hay, onto the stick of Hay. Ethan Hay tries to cut back in. Hache's taken down by Gazizov. Rubbed down by Zayne Parekh, and McHugh's in his... And the physicality is turning up. Zayne Parekh gets a face full of Max McHugh. We'll send it back in behind Nolan Lalonde. Barkey and Forgione. Owen Beck comes over. He's hit by Julian.
That could have been worse.
Josh Bloom puts this into some space for Hunter Haight down the right side. Stops up. Leaves it there. Owen Beck has a lane. Takes a shot. Glove saved by Simpson. And he knew what was coming this time. By Saginaw's Denisio. Haight's outlet pass is broken up. Gotten back onto the tape of Josh Bloom. He'll have to catch up to it. Little reverse hit on Oliver Bonk. He's not happy about that one. Gets it into some space. Turning shot by Beck. Great save, Simpson. Loose puck after a quick whistle. That would be frozen puck by Simpson. And Bloom comes up, makes the pass, and for what it was, a turnaround shot by Owen Beck. He gets good velocity off the outside of the cage. Shapovalov comes over. Puck is held into the backhand and moved into the corner by Hache. Willis, the first man there. Misa, close support. Hache holds again, takes a shot, deflection there. Shapovalov was waiting in front. Parekh sends it back in. Shapovalov was handcuffed by Nickel. Gets out in the circle, top of the zone. Shapovalov drops it off for Parekh. Michael Misa again. Takes a long shot. That one deflected on its way to tape. Donovan marches in. Played it off the wall. Wanted Hunter Haight. Has to go get it himself. Held up by Isaiah George. And this one is almost intercepted by Josh Bloom at the London blue line. Parekh back for Hunter Haight. Send it wide. Tries to dart past Woolley. Beck catches up to it in the corner. Pokes it on for Hunter Haight. Down below the London goal line. Puck stands on edge. Beck tries to get it back through. Hangs on to the top of the zone. Beck near side for Parekh. Back across for Hache. Long shot. Deflection. They score! Haight again! Deflection goals in this game. Simple play. Parekh across for Hache. And it is after a massive battle in front. And the Saginaw Spirit have their first 2-goal lead of the conference final. And it is a battle in front of the bench right now. Spirit are vocal. Cowan back the other way for the Knights. Trying to drive wide, a rising shot that's over the head of Nolan Lalonde. Brustevich, and Parekh has been stuck by Cowan. Mangoni just able to get a touch on this. Does it go down for an icing? No, and Dickinson will hammer it around. Ethan Hay is hit by Wall and Caleb Mangoni. Spear might have some speed and some numbers. Mangoni in, drop pass, Donovan shoots it!
Good shot.
McHugh in the final 20 seconds. Cross corner dump in. Boy, one more at the horn would do something here one more at the horn for either side. Dickinson's not going to force anything. Near side, Halton and chips. And Hashay on his side of the red line. Zayne Parekh off the opening faceoff. Stretch pass is right onto the tape of Owen Beck. He's in, trying to drive wide. Beck takes a shot. That one whistles wide. Julian tries to get it around Hashay. Beck wanted to spin it back up. Hashay takes a look. He sees he's got Barkey in hot pursuit. Taps this one back over for Parekh. The return to Hashay. Spun back on to Parekh. Barkey trying to force the issue. Parekh has a short outlet up the near wall. Hunter Haight comes on to help. Knights do well to wrestle that one away in the offensive zone. Puck was cut down by Bloom, but he stumbles. Bonk's going to skate into this one, turn it back through between the wickets of Barkey. Julian off the skate of George, put right onto the tape of Bloom. Trying to fly the zone is Parekh. He's got it through. Parekh headed to the net, chopped that, still gets a shot away, and he's going to go awkwardly into the end wall. But the good news for the Spirit, though he is frustrated, no worse for wear. Parekh does still get a shot off. Goes down hard into the end wall and then drops it back for Sam Dickinson. Tries to go through the hands of Sapovalov and does. Gasses off. Jams it down the near side and back around the far wall. Woolley away from Sapovalov. Long shot tipped in front by Cowan. And a big-time collision as Gazazov hammers Will Bishop as he comes around from behind the net. Sapovalov, meanwhile, back the other way. Hayden in the slot to left, puts it through, and Sapovalov couldn't get a touch on it. Donovan now in the corner, centering feed, and Sapovalov puts that wide. Braden Hashay at the blue line. Throws it back near wall. Sapovalov away from Woolley. Doubling back around, Sapovalov jams it into the corner. Woolley's on him with 15 to go in the 4-on-4. Matthias Sapovalov is tapped. Snap that one wide. Held at the point by Parekh. Dished back for Joey Willis. He walks high in the zone. Parekh, one-timer. That one kicked out by Simpson. Forgione back underneath to Michael Misa. Spirit look to keep rotating. Here comes Forgione. Sim is right in front of him. 50-50 puck, and the Knights jam this one up to O'Reilly. Look out, home run pass. It's on and off the tape of McHugh. Reaches after it, hesitates, puts it off of Lalonde, and he's going to see this one taken back into the board. Actually, the welcome back to the lineup from a physical standpoint this hockey game. And he slides back to make the play. Denich played 3 games in the playoffs last season. Gets his first bit of action here in 2024's postseason. And the bodies continue to slide here in the Saginaw zone. Penalty kill for the ages from Saginaw. Dickinson up the near wall. Stretched wide by Parekh. Denisio behind the Saginaw goal. Shouldered there by O'Reilly. Landon Simmons back on. Right onto the tape of Zayne Parekh. Another stretch pass is cut off by Dickinson. London defenseman left the puck behind. Knight's got to touch up. Denisio fires it back in, trying to spring Mangoni. He's alone and a shot in the glove save. Oh, how about that for a welcome? Dickinson tries to break this one back up through center for the London Knights. Ethan Hay. Bishop. Gervais ducks off a check from Bolton. Sam Dickinson. Floated it near side. Brustevich. Out off. Owen Beck helps an offensive zone face-off back. Parekh opens up, finds Haight. Curl and drag. Hunter Haight to the net, just wide past the goalpost as Bloom was looking for a touch. Hashay, top of the zone, fired off of Haltonen. Ryder Bolton goes to the air. Bounces in front of Haltonen, fielded by Hashay, chopped back in by Josh Bloom. Owen Wilmore, the goaltender behind his net. Woolley heads back for the bench. Dickinson spinning off of Alex Christopoulos, put it into the skates of Brustevich. He gets it back from Dickinson. Van Gorp away from Braden Hache. Dips back into London Real Estate. Brustevich back over for Dickinson. Owen Beck leaving that stick behind, nearly forcing a turnover. And Beck is going to keep this puck in the zone. Does force a turnover. Trying to take it to the net. Haight has to help. Hassick steps into one, and that doesn't miss the goaltender by much. Zayne Parekh run out of the zone by Bolton. Puck into the left corner. Hache on with Haight and Beck. Bloom braces for contact with Bolton. Puck up to the right point. Parekh finds Hache. Long shot. That one's over the net again. Hunter Haight again, right corner. Brustevich sends him off, and this one rimmed back around. Hache waiting behind Van Gorp, who does get this puck out to center. And it's Josh Bloom back in his own end for Zayne Parekh. Back to Josh Bloom on the return. Near side, Owen Beck. Stepped into by George. Bishop's in. Bishop shoots, and it's high. Denisio picks up his second diving penalty of the game. Still 3:40 left in this one. 6-2 spirit, and that really is an eternity in a game like this. And now we do have another penalty.